Welcome back. In recent news, Bronx tenants and members of New Settlements CASA rallied outside the Bronx Housing Corp to launch their campaign called Eviction Free Bronx, which keeps local families in their homes in response to the state's failure to extend the eviction moratorium. Now, joining us to share a little bit more details and bring us some insight into the matter, we're pleased to have with us the CASA spokesperson at New Settlement, Kim Statuto. And Kim, thank you so much for being with us. And I know that it's a time when a lot of tenants are really concerned, particularly with the fact that this moratorium ends and the possibility that we could see more people on the street.
Exactly. The eviction moratorium ended January 15th with no real plans in place on how to help people. The ERAP program didn't successfully help all the people that it should have helped. There are people that applied in June of 2021 when it was opened up. We are in February of 2022 and their application still hasn't been processed. There's a possibility that over 227,000 people could become homeless in the next couple of months, with some of those highest figures coming from the Bronx alone.
So what response have you been getting since you've brought this to people's attention, given the fact that they have applications that are still being processed and then so many others that really are hanging in the balance?
Nervousness, scared. People don't know what they're going to do. The state hasn't given us any real answers. They opened up the ERAP program again, even though there's no money there. There's no money there. They opened it up and told people to reapply. I'm not reapply, but continue to apply, and hopefully they can get money for the program again. But there's no money there, and I guess it's just like a little band-aid of protection, because if you apply, the landlord can't really go after you until that process is answered. That's the small protection. But what if it's not answered? Sooner or later, these landlords are coming because the eviction moratorium is no longer in place.
So you have an eviction-free Bronx campaign that you're actually launching, trying to help people who've been caught in the balance. Talk to us about what this campaign is aiming to do.
It's aiming to educate people on their rights as a tenant. It's aiming to educate people on the right to counsel if they are faced with an eviction, that they can go into court with an attorney, as landlords come into the court with an attorney, so they don't have to stand there alone and hear legal jargon that they're not familiar with. And then a lawyer can represent them and help them stay in their home, because we know most of the times when a tenant is with an attorney, 86% of the time they get to stay in their homes.
So hopefully having some representation will kind of mitigate that, but yet and still the fact remains there are people that possibly could be evicted from their homes. What response have you gotten from tenant associations? Are you seeing more mobilization around this, or is there a lack of awareness when it comes to the fact of what could potentially happen?
The momentum is building. Everybody, right now, everybody is trying to figure out what is going to happen to them. Is there going to be an eviction paper put on their door? So mobilizing and getting people to know with the town halls that we hold, with the workshops of education that we hold, and then they hear our mayor that put this housing team into effect, which is not really tenant friendly. It's more landlord friendly than it is tenants. They're really nervous. So they're definitely trying to get to understand what their rights are and how they can protect themselves against possibly becoming evicted.
What response have you gotten from elected officials? I see that you mentioned the mayor there, but locally on our elected officials front, what response have you gotten from them? Are they sensitive to the matter, and have they been receptive in helping you out?
There are some in the Bronx that are receptive, and in Manhattan, and helping us out, but everybody is not standing with us. They tell us it's on a state level, it's not a local level. That the eviction moratorium was on a state level, so they did all they can. They can try to help and stand and protect us and garner together to try to get more money into the ERAP program, but that's just a promise. Like, you haven't really, like, maybe if you would have stepped up in the beginning and helped us push the eviction moratorium or cancel the rent altogether, we wouldn't be where we are right now on February 2022.
What can tenants do who are watching this program, and if they have family members that they know are stuck in this matter and they're really concerned about eviction? What can a tenant do to be able to reach out to you to get the access that needs to mobilize or to even get a possible defense in the wake of
They
possible evicted?
they can reach out to Right to Counsel to align themselves with an attorney, or they can reach out to CASA, who can put them in touch with Right to Counsel to align themselves with an attorney. But what we ask, do not self-evict. Do not letters of intimidation, landlords banging on your door and trying to intimidate you. Do not self-evict. Know your rights. You do not have to evict from your home without going to court, regardless of what a landlord may tell you. Learn your rights through Right to Counsel or CASA.
Well, Kim, thank you so much. Obviously, a lot of attention is going to be paid to this particular matter. So many people are hanging in the balance as the eviction moratorium has expired. We know that a lot of people are out there wondering what their next move is going to be. It's a story that we're going to continue to follow here on BronxNet and certainly on this BronxNet Wednesday Open. Kim Statuto, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me, and have a great day and be safe.
All righty. Well, we want to let you know if you want more information, we encourage you visit the website, newsettlement.org/CASA, and visit them also on Facebook and Twitter at CASA Bronx. All right, we're taking a quick break. We've got more shows. Stay with us. Open continues right after this.